Morning, Andre. How you doing? In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I just wanted to come before you, those who are the listeners and the subscribers of this ministry, just to bring an added perhaps clarification or just my opinion about the what's the word I'm looking for? Last night on the live stream, as many of you know, it was open discussion. Everybody invited. And so there are those who say they don't like Angel Snub 7. There are those who have a hatred for Angel Snub 7. There are those who make mockery, but yet they steal the idea from this platform. They wanted to come and speak their mind. And this is what the open discussion was about. You can come and call me names or whatever you want to and go on about your business. I am not here in open discussion. Actually, open discussion does not even mean I had to interact with you at all. You come, say what you got to say, and roll out. So we had those last night. You may not, and you may know them, who was in this house, invited to this house, and they brought and continue, even on the live stream last night, wanted to continue to bring their negativity and their hatred and their vile, disgusting behaviors to this platform. They cannot see. Their minds are so dark. They are so lost in their own wickedness. They cannot see how they have just gone insane. Here you are coming to another man's house with this behavior, trying to tell him there's a reason why I don't interact with you. There's a reason why I don't have anything to do with you. I do not go to your channel. I do not bother you at all. But just like one of the black identity extremists said, we mention you. Why are you mentioning me? Why are you talking about me? I'm not thinking about you. Your mindset is archaic. Your mindset is that of a robot. You're delusional. You live in a fantasy world that don't exist. This is not Wakanda. This is not Zamunda. This is not going to be nothing that you imagine in your delusional mind is not going to happen. I know about delusional minds. I live with that mindset for 10 years. But my sister Noble, she told me, allow them to speak their piece because this is an open discussion. And I allowed them to speak their piece. They want to continue to debate. There's nothing to debate. We already debated. We already talked a long time ago. There's nothing to debate. You don't need to mention me, but you do. You have an obsession with me. They have some type of a sick obsession with Angel Snub 7. I don't know why. I have, and even they said, you only got 10 subscribers. You only have 10 views. So what the hell you care about what I say? What the hell you care about what I do? But apparently there's something, even in my small little world, it still has a great effect upon you. Now, tongue-tied. I allowed these men to speak their mind. I'm not here to debate you. We done that. You only had one valid point, and really it's not valid, but you had one valid point. You talked about my wife, which is a damn lie. And I still say it's a damn lie. But that's what you do when you're a deceiver and a manipulator. I come from out of the criminal justice system. And that's how these Caucasian prosecutors do. They take things that people say, little things that people do, and make it into something that is not, for the purpose of prosecuting, to show that you're some kind of dangerous person, some kind of person that should be denied bond, somebody that needs to be in jail and given the death penalty. And that's what they done. That man know damn well I was not talking about his wife like that. All of a sudden you want to play the dumb role. And for those who not really thinking and looking at it, you G for it. You actually, oh Angel, I'm listening to the video. You talk about this man's wife. You're a damn lie. You falling for the old Kool-Aid. That's what prosecutors do. And that's what prosecutors do in courts every day. And you have innocent people in jail right now. They take things that don't really mean nothing, blow it up, and a jury who don't think, ain't really looking at what's going on. Yeah, he's dangerous, all right. Put him away for the rest of his life. Because you're not really listening. And they're feeding your emotion. Oh, Angel Snub 7, you talked about that man's wife. That's all you hear. But you're not really listening to what I said and how it was brought. You don't give a damn. You are listening to this sad sob story. And that's why people are locked up in jail and prison and mental institutions all over this country. Because prosecutors know how to do that. And that's the same thing this black identity extremist wanted to come before the platform and bring you this sob story so that hopefully he can paint me as the bad guy, the demon, the wicked fella, and cry for him. And so you are distracted. Let me put this up. What my brother Twin said. Nub 7 don't have time or energy to bash women. And Nub 7 respects women. See, that's the thing. My channel is dedicated, and you have never seen me in no kind of way. Matter of fact, I'm accused of being a Captain Save-A-Hole and a black male feminist and all this kind of stuff, but yet and still, for some reason, simply because I guess that's his wife, I'm going to go all out my way. I'm going to bash her. I did not bash that woman. I did not say nothing bad about her. But you fell for the old Kool-Aid the same way those people who was with Jim Jones, they fell for the old Kool-Aid. Because you're not really thinking. That's our problem. We don't think. You're easily tricked. You're easily deceived. And so here is this man you talked about, and you know, he playing an acting role. And anybody that knows the fella see that it's an acting role. Oh, you talked about my wife. That's not right. You shouldn't have done that. You know. So I apologize. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I apologize. You won this one. You damn liar. You deceiver. You won that. Because our people aren't up to the level where they can think for themselves and can't see that you running game, like they say in the streets. The man come here running game. They all did. The black identity extremists come to my channel to run game. And they wanted me to allow them to talk as long as they want to talk to run game. Now, if they sincerely, because it's a valid, if you want to bring that up as a valid point, okay. You got it. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. But I'm also telling you that it's a damn lie. You're using that little bit of stuff. You can't find nothing else. You can't find nothing else. So you want to bring that up and gain some type of sympathy, and you go tell the same lie to your audience. But I don't care nothing about your audience, because your audience ain't nothing but a bunch of mindless zombies. Tell them that they're a bunch of mindless zombies. Yeah, I said it. And I'm not going to apologize, because that's what you are. Mindless zombies. Emotional. I don't have nothing to do with these men because they are 30, 35, 40-some-year-old men, and they're emotional. Can't even get on my channel good and start crying what I've done. But it's just like the Caucasian people. They want to tell you about black on white crime, but they want to avoid you talking about 500 years of rape and murder and discrimination, what these people have done to us in this country. Oh, we just ignore that. Let's talk about black on white crime. And just ignore everything that you've done and what you're doing. So these men want to come here and tell me what Angel Snuffing Up 7 done to them. Okay. They call me insane. They believe the white man. Now here are a bunch of people that said that the white man is the devil. He's a liar and a deceiver. But when it's convenient, they'll believe whatever the Peckerwood say. So the Peckerwood said that Angel Snuffing Up 7 has a mental problem. At the same time, they say, the same people that say I have a mental problem also say, hey, what's up there, Mark? The same folks that gave me a mental illness, and once you get a mental illness, you have it the rest of your life, they turn right around because I would not bow down and submit to them. 10 years later, they do a flip. Nothing wrong with this man. He does not need any medication. Explain that one to us. Explain that one. And since you believe them, they say I have no mental illness. They say I don't need no medication. They don't never bring that up either. They just say, well, you know, he was in the crazy house. That's all they talk about. And they never attack my ideology, my opinion. They're always coming after me as a person because they hoping that's a weak spot. Let's try to destroy the messenger because you can't do nothing with the message. This ministry, Reality's Temple on Earth, this plan, Mississippi campaign, is better than anything they can come up with. And it's so fantastic, even one of the black identity extremists stole the idea. Now, speaking about my mental condition, since you believe the white man, if you look upon my records, which I have my whole 10-year history is right here with me. And you can study that if you're interested. I will sell it to you so that you can study me. These are my enemies. They studied me for 10 years. And if you look and examine what everybody had to say in reporting on me, these are not my friends. These are my enemies. They want me to look as criminal and insane as possible. But even these people, there's nowhere in the whole 10-year record where they called me a liar. I don't lie. They never called me a liar. And they never called me a thief. Matter of fact, they called me altruistic. I think I pronounced that word right. Altruistic means I have a love, or people who have a love for life have a love for humanity. And so we are opposite. You hate people. I love people. I don't care about, I don't want to see nobody on this planet suffering. I'm not you. We are opposites. So you go with your hate and your loving black, whatever the hell black is, that you learned from your slave master, because no dark-skinned, melanated people, whatever you want to call you, whatever you want to call yourself. And if you notice these black identity extremists, they don't even have melanin in their skin. They brown and high yellow Negroes. The ones that have dark skin like myself, we don't run around talking about, you don't see them obsessed with melanin and black. You don't see where the dark skinned people that really got black and really look black and dark. Where are their videos? Where they run around talking about melanin and black power and all like that? You don't see a lot of dark skinned people doing that, because I have melanin. I'm black for real. And there's nothing really special about it. But see, it's a religion. They've turned the struggle, they turned blackness into a religion. And this is what they believe. I'm not a liar. I let you guys, you're vulgar, you're nasty, you're disgusting, you're profane, you're disrespectful. Take your happy ass, go on, live your life. Do black power, pro-blackness, whatever the hell you want to do, go do that. You don't have to mention me at all. If you mention me, I have the right to defend myself. And you don't like that because I do a better job at it than you do. So if you cannot handle that, then you keep my name out your damn mouth. Well, you shouldn't talk about pro-blackness. I'm not talking about you. I can talk about pro-blackness. You don't own pro-blackness. You really don't even know what it is. If you went around YouTube and asked these people what pro-blackness was, everybody's going to have their own definition of what that is. But what I do know is you are, just like the FBI call you, you are a black identity extremist. You're nothing but a chocolate-covered racist. You are a racist wannabe. One of the pro-black identity extremists said, "What is a racist wannabe?" Don't understand simple English. I said you are a racist wannabe. Not that you are, that you can be racist, because you have no power. You have no influence. And you're never going to get any. But you want to be. You want to be a racist. And matter of fact, some of them even say, "Yeah, I'm a racist." Case closed. Case closed. You produce nothing. You want to come to my channel and make veiled threats. That's how these people operate. You want to come here and make veiled threats. You're a big man. You're a big man. You tough. Now, this video is dedicated to Michael Xavier Johnson and Gavin Long. You may not like that. I don't give a damn. Because if you're going to be pro-black, these pro-black folks need to be given honor and respect to these modern day, what you would consider your freedom fighters. But these men did not get any support while they was alive and after they died. But these men actually done what the pro-black identity extremists claim they want to do. They so tough. These men actually took real action. These pro-black identity extremists that you see here that came on my platform, they're not going to do that. And if you notice, all these blackity black channels, you never hear them mention Michael Xavier Johnson and Gavin Long. When those men did what they done, I'm probably the only one that came out of my mouth. That said, hey, I don't necessarily agree with what they done, but our hand was forced. Michael X. Johnson, Gavin Long. I did not agree. If they was gonna die for the cause, you could have got more bang for your buck than that little tiddlywink stuff that you done if you want to give your life up like that. But even so, these pro-black folks don't mention their names. Don't talk about them at all. They will never get the nerve to do what Michael Xavier Johnson and Gavin Long did. Only thing they're going to do is come run your mouth. Now, what's hypocritical, you see these guys, they are the three musketeers. If you have a problem with one of us, you got a problem with all of us. So you have the three musketeers, the three pro-black identity extremists come to my channel. Now, the last one on the live stream that commented, he has a biracial granddaughter, and he made it very clear. I love my granddaughter, and that's not going to change. But he's with two other men that don't like biracials. Uh-oh. They are going to use him. Because if they get it their way, biracials are not allowed. Biracials are not allowed. Homosexual gay folks is not allowed. Interracial relationships, whatever, it's not, they don't want that around them. So this man, you're going to bring your daughter, your granddaughter around these men, and you know they hate her guts. They are pro-black. They have nothing to do with biracial. They will look at your granddaughter in disgust. That half-breed trash. Not coming from me, because I don't care. She's probably a very nice, little, pretty baby girl. That's all I see is a little baby girl. That's not what they see. They see some biracial trash. I got my brother Cool Cutter in the house. They would not like my brother Cool Cutter because his mother is a Filipino. Philippine. Did I say that right? I could care less who his mother was. When I met brother Cool Cutter, I don't care who his mother was. He's a very nice man, kind man, intelligent man. That's all I see. I'm not tripping on his who his mother was. And of course, his children is going to have is going to be mixed. These men, they cannot tolerate. They don't want that around them. I don't know what Brother Bakari, that's his name. I don't know what Brother Bakari is going to do when they're going to have to give him the bad news. You can't bring your granddaughter around. We pure African. We're pure Africans around here. Now, one of the black identity extremists look like an Arab with a receding hairline. You need to go ahead and just cut all that stuff off. Look, you do not have any hair right here. Just cut the stuff off. He looks like an Arab. He does not look like no African. but he's African. And the other one, Maurice Muhammad, brown-skinned guy, don't look like no African either. Big old ears sticking out, little tiny little fella that probably suffers from little man syndrome. You know, you got to try to be big and tough because you're a little tiny fella. That don't have nothing to do with me. Go on about your business. When I see that you're not mentioning my name anymore, you don't have to worry about me. You don't have to worry about me talking about you. And a lot of the videos that I put up, I might not even be talking about you. I just put your name in the title. Might not even mention your name at all. It's from another video talking about pro-black in general. Has nothing to do with you. But see, your problem is you don't want me to expose you for what you really are. You are nasty, you're hateful, you're vulgar, you're disrespectful, you're disgusting. And I made it very clear, I don't like pro-blackness. And people need to see what pro-blackness is for what it is. You got somebody like Umar Johnson invited to this Christian platform. And he's so full of hate and so self-righteous, he's going to call the people, the interviewer, he's going to call the interviewer a nigga and a coon. This is their behavior. Not only them, but it's pro-black folks all over. But then they want to get upset when you start firing back. You call me a Sambo, you going to call me a coon, you're going to accuse me of things that I'm not, then I'm going to fire back at you. It's simple as that. You piece of filth. You piece of trash, y'all sewer rats. Begging for money. A bunch of professional beggars. That's all you do is come on YouTube and beg for money. And what do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I guarantee you, they are not going to produce not even a bubblegum machine this year. Not even a bubblegum machine. It's thousands of them. And they're not even going to be able to produce a bubblegum machine. Doing the same stuff they've been doing since Marcus Garvey. Still talking about Marcus Garvey. Look, if y'all haven't noticed, Marcus Garvey ain't here. If you ain't noticed, Elijah Muhammad ain't here. Malcolm X ain't here. Khalid Muhammad ain't here. Maybe you ain't noticed that yet. They still live in the past. They're not here. I don't bother people. You came, you was in my house, and one of you stole my idea, the Mississippi campaign. That's where it all started. That's the root of it. And then the Arab-looking black identity extremist, he's angry ever since I met this fella. He think he can force people to be some African. No, you be an Arab-looking African. That's your business, sir. You can eat dates and drink rum or whatever Arabs do in Africa, whatever they do. You go do that. They think they can force. See, that's why I hate religion. I hate spirituality. Well, spirituality, those who are spiritual is not as bad. But these folks who are religious, they always want to threaten somebody. Oh, you're going to go to hell. Oh, when we take power, we're going to take care of people. We're going to take care of coons and Sambos like you. Bring it. Bring it. That's what the Peckerwood did too. Threaten me every day. You better do what we say. We're going to lock you up for the rest of your life. And actually, they really could have murdered me legally. But my family, and I told my family, if something happened to me, make sure you get that body, you do an autopsy, and you bring some folks in. because I did not die by natural circumstance. These people murdered me. And I told them bastards. That's probably the reason why they didn't really mess with me, because they knew my family was going to investigate. But they still had the power to keep me locked up the rest of my life. So, well, we can't kill you. We probably can't murder you and get away with it the way we want to. Like we done so many prior to you coming here. I watched about 4 or 5 people, 5, leave that place in casket. Legally murdered. Legally murdered. No questions asked. So we'll just lock you up the rest of your life. Didn't turn out the way you wanted to turn out, did you bastards? I was able to find some power for myself. And that's what I'm trying to get you out here in YouTube land to understand. You got to have the right information to gain power. You got to do the right thing. Pro-blackness does not offer that. It's just a bunch of hype. When I was able to get out of that crazy house, I left a whole lot of pro-black Negroes behind, and Christians, and Hebrew Israelites, and Moors. They probably still in the crazy house. You know what these people in the crazy house told me one day? They have an old graveyard they used to use. And they pointed to the graveyard and told me, which space do you want? This is how evil and dirty and low down these folks are. First of all, they know I'm the victim in the case. I should not be here, but they don't care. These people have no conscience. You're dealing with these pro-black folks, they have no conscience. It's their way or the highway. They do not give a damn about you. They have their own agenda. They don't give a damn whether you're happy or sad as long as they can get theirs. They do not care nothing about you. I have the right, and I have earned the right to talk about this pro-blackness garbage because I've done it. I was involved in this pro-black stuff. These guys wasn't even born yet. They was running around in baby diapers, taking a poo-poo on themselves. Learning how to say, daddy, 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 daddy. That's what they was doing. And I was out here as a young person standing up against white supremacy and racism. And they was poo-poo on themselves. Been there, done that. There's nothing that you should. I know about all that African stuff. I know about all that pro-black stuff. Been there, done that. I'm not going backwards. What did it do for me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What is it doing for anybody right now? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. They get upset because I exposed and I showed the people exactly what that is. I don't want you wasting your time with this pro-black, I'm an African, all this stuff, garbage. Now, even Alquan, our favorite fella, Alquan, used another faceless account, but even Alquan was decent. He came in the chat and he was decent. But these men, but see, Alquan also is a believer in our being Native Americans. So the Aboriginal brothers and sisters, they don't have the same mindset. It's a sister on Facebook. She's an Aboriginal. She believes that she is a Native American. And I'm on her post all the time. She's kind, she's sweet. But these pro-black, these Pan-Africans, they are some evil, wicked suckers. That's just the bottom line. They are nasty. Now, they put on this show coming on my live stream last night. But if you went over to Maurice Muhammad channel, Now they show themselves for exactly who they are. Maurice Muhammad calling me a nigger this, nigger that. See, because that's who they are anyway. That's who they are. Vulgar. They hate dark-skinned people. They hate soul brothers and sisters. They don't like black folks for real. They want to use you for their agenda, whatever that is. I don't even know what the hell it is. You are African and you the whole continent. They never specific. And they just want you to accept their crap. I'm an African. Tell me which one I am. You say that I'm an African. We African. Which ones are we? Be specific. That sister on Facebook that I told you, she don't have a problem with me. She says she's a Native American. She tell you exactly what tribe she belonged to. I will say that again. She tells us exactly what tribe she belongs to. You're right, Syrian. Let me put Syrian's comment up there. Syrian says, we are a new race of Hebrew, African, and European pro-blacks that push new information to the surface and everything is processed. I don't know. See, Hebrew is not a people. Hebrew is not a people, and African is not a people. Africa is a continent, European is a continent, but I understand where you're coming from. Frederick Douglass said in his time that the so-called Negro is an admixture of various unknown. We are a people, a new people created by chattel slavery. That's why you can read all the books by John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben and all these different historians. They don't show a direct connection, us to these people, because there is no connection. And along with a connection, you have to have a contribution to their history. This is a fact. Those people on the African continent do not teach their people about you, the Negro in America. They do not teach American Black history in Africa because they are not you. We're not the same. And these pro-Black identity extremists, they just ignore things because it's a belief system. It's a belief system. If you put information out in the public, then you need to expect people to respond. Some people will like your information, some people will not. And that's just how it is. If you don't want somebody to talk about you, get off social media. What you don't like about Angel Snup Nup 7 is because I just simply expose you for what you are. You mean the Black community, the soul community, no good. You're nothing but a bunch of leeches, self-righteous, gory pieces of trash with what they would say is a nefarious agenda. You said you said at Angel Snup Nup 7, I shouldn't talk about pro-Black. I was pro-Black myself. Don't talk about the Nation of Islam because I was in the Nation of Islam under Farrakhan. That's the reason why I can talk. I can talk because it's garbage. Nation of Islam under Farrakhan is garbage. Pro-Blackness is garbage. It's a road to nowhere. Run around here full of hate. You hate white folks. Or I hate the... Look, let me see. You don't know nothing about me. When I was 18, 19 years old, I was like these pro-Black extremists. Actually, I was more, when I was 18, 19 years old, I was more like Michael Johnson and Gavin Long when I was 19 years old. I was ready to throw down. I wrote a letter to President Reagan. It really wasn't a threatening letter, but just like Maurice Muhammad, that's the way the FBI, CIA would take it. And I put that letter in the mailbox. And I told my brother Dale, may he rest in peace. I told brother Dale, I gave that President Reagan a piece of my mind. And brother Dale was like, what did you do? I said, I wrote this letter to, no, brother, don't, he went ballistic. He said, what you do with the letter? I said, I put it in that mailbox. I don't know how brother Dale done it. I don't know how brother Dale done it. He got that letter out of that mailbox. And I'm like, what you do that for? He said, you do not want, you don't threaten the president, brother. But I thought that's what we are about anyway. It really wasn't no threat. They could take us as a threat, but you know how liars and deceivers are. Like Maurice Muhammad, that's what he done. You talk about my wife. See, Angel Snub 7 bad. He talk about my wife. And then later on, he go on his channel and call me a nigga. And y'all go for the old okie doke. These people are actors. They're not real. They're not real. They're actors. So I just want to say and put this out because I know they will listen to this video. Go about your business. Don't mention me. You have the right, but I'm not saying you don't have the right. You want to talk about my version? No, the real Mississippi campaign, you can talk about that. You can talk about my ideology. You can talk about those things. That's on the table. But when you begin to call me a Sambo and an Uncle Tom and all these other names that you call me, yes, I'm going to defend myself. It's simple as that. And I must be doing a better job than you. And I'm not going to do it hiding in a video. I'm going to put your name in the title and let people go listen to you. Since you want to talk about me, what did you say about him? What did you say about him? Tell the truth. You talk, be a man. Put my name in the title. Otherwise, don't mention. Keep my name out your mouth. You have the right to talk about Mississippi campaign, reality's temple on earth, philosophy, and ideology. I can talk about pro-blackness. I can call it garbage because that's what it is. I can call Christianity garbage because I was a Christian because that's what it is. I can call Nation of Islam garbage because I was in it. That's what it is. You can't tell me how I feel about my experience. That's my experience. Some people like doo-doo. Y'all may not like it. Do you know there are people that actually like playing with doo-doo? They do. Now, I'm not going to do that. But there are some people that like playing with doo-doo. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to talk against playing with doo-doo. Now, if you like playing with doo-doo, that's your business. And you're not going to force me to like the doo-doo because you like to doo-doo. I'm not going to do that. If pro-blackness is doing something for you, that's your business. You can't tell me about my experience. It was garbage, and it is garbage. And I proved that and expose of it as the garbage that it is. You want to come before the world and try to justify why it's fun playing in doo-doo and get mad. What's wrong with playing with doo-doo? I'm not going to do that. They only had one piece of a valid point And I apologize, and I continue to apologize about this man's wife, which if you really listen to the sentence, I was not talking about that man's wife like that. If I wanted to talk about your wife or your dog or your cockroaches, you would have known that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just like I talk about you. Why should I play? Why should I play Ring Around the Roses? That's not necessary. If I want to talk about somebody, I just say, just it's you. But you know, folks don't think for themselves. You know that you are a deceiver and you're a liar. And you want to come on my channel and try to paint me like some bad guy, some demon. You talked about my wife. That's not right. Cuckoo Cutter, it's not right. He talked about my wife. And even Brother Gary got caught up in the hype. Yeah. Don't talk about man's wife. No, don't talk about him. Don't talk about my children. Because I got to do something. I'm like, wow. Are you really falling for this? Are y'all really falling for that? But see, I know that the majority of those who come listen to my channel, first of all, you know me. You know I am so pro-black woman. And there are some sisters that have gotten on my nerves. I've never spoken out. I've never tried to hurt them. You got people like Young Pharaoh, and I'm going to bring this to conclusion, get out of here. You have people like Young Pharaoh that said the black woman's God. But then when the sisters says something or do something he don't like, that hoe and bitches. Wait a minute. You just said you teach that that the black woman is God. Now you're saying, now you're calling the same woman that you call a goddess, now you're saying that she's a bitch and a hoe because something went wrong or whatever, that y'all having some kind of dispute. That's not going to change. If the black woman is God, she's a God. Just like Brother Malcolm X. The Nation of Islam teaches that the black man is God. Hey, the Nation of Islam teaches the black man is God. Whether you like Malcolm X or not, he's still a black man, so that means he's God. See, pro-blackness is a bunch of hypocrites. They fake. They don't even believe their own teachings. This is what they teach. They teach that black is the dominant gene, and they teach that brown, red, and yellow is the recessive. So if you're not melanated like me, if you're not really, really dark, that means you are recessive. That means you are the weak, according to your own teaching, that means you are the weak version of the black man. Maurice Muhammad, Bakari, Guy Nollywood Jr. You are the weak version, and maybe it's true, because how can you come to another man's house and cry the way you do? Soon as these guys get here, you talk about, why you make all these videos about me? You talk about my wife. You talk about my dog. You talk about my frog. Oh, Angel, you know, it was very difficult for me to maintain composure, because these guys are 30, 40-some-year-old people, and they come to my channel crying like little babies. Like I told you yesterday, when there was a time when I went back and forth with Sister Noah, but she's a woman, and she even said out of her mouth, I'm emotional. Women are emotional. So what are these men's excuse? They so emotional, they cannot even carry a decent conversation. Why are you here? Even Alquan didn't do this last night. Alquan was able to maintain, even in the chat room. He was able to maintain. These guys just fell apart, crying, but they strong men. We gods. We did. No. No. I couldn't. That's one of the reasons why I was having a difficult time interacting with thee, because I don't have time for crybabies. You're too old for that. Now, you want me to say what I did to you. Okay, you got it. Then you need to say what you done to me. Okay, we got that. Now, can we get along? You're not gonna tell me what to talk about and what not to talk about. If you don't want me to talk about, you so sensitive and you don't want me to talk about pro-blackness the way I do, then roll out, you need to go somewhere else, because I'm not changing nothing. Go. I'm telling the truth about it. My experience, the way I look at it. You can't tell me how I look at religion, how I look at pro-blackness, or whatever I talk about. You can't tell me about my experience, how I feel about stuff. Do I tell you to embrace our biracial brothers and sisters? No, I don't. Do I tell you to embrace our gay and lesbian brothers and sisters? No, I don't. I don't tell you nothing. I don't force nothing on you. I don't care what you do. Go on about your business. I don't want nothing to do with you. You feel with hatred. You just like the racists, except you're a Hershey bar racist. You're nothing but some chocolate covered racist. That's all that you are. You're just as evil and just as nasty. And if you ever came into power, there would be no difference between them, these pro-black folks, and the white man. Matter of fact, they worse. They worse. They would be worse. I would go nowhere where people like this is in power. I would rather stay with the white people. I would not go nowhere with these guys in charge. And I don't know what Brother Bakari is going to do when the day comes and they're going to have to tell him, hey, you can't bring your biracial daughter around. Now, see, another thing that's so hypocritical, they can accept Minister Farrakhan and his biracial grandchildren. They can accept Minister Farrakhan kissing a white dude in the mouth. They can accept all that. See, they're hypocrites. They don't even believe their own teaching. Some people can do certain things. They don't say nothing about it. Then, Lord knows, angels snubbing themselves. You can't do that. If they saw me kissing a white dude in the mouth, that video probably go viral. They be just sharing it. Look at this Negro. Now, Farrakhan actually done it. They on the down low with that because he's some kind of great emancipator. He's some type of freedom fighter. What have Farrakhan done? He ain't done a damn thing. You don't have a pot to piss in. Just talk. And that's all you're going to get from these pro-blacks is a bunch of talk. Nothing. On that note, let me get out of here. And again, pro-black identity extremists, you just go do your thing. Don't mention me. Roll out. I don't want nothing to do with you. I do not like pro-black identity extremists. That's what you are. You can take your hate and your self-righteousness and your vulgarity and your profane and your niggerdom. You can take that on somewhere. We don't do that here. We are concerned here on this platform what is in the best interest of us as a group of people. I'm not concerned about what I want. Nobody here is concerned about what they want. And I want to tell you, Mr. Maurice Muhammad, you did a wonderful acting job. But for the majority of people who listen to my words, who come to this ministry, it didn't work. Might work on your audience and some other folks. It don't work here. We can see because they know who I am. This channel is very pro-woman. So if you don't know me, yeah, you can get that. You can get away with that with folks who don't know Angel Snuff 7. But for those who know me, it don't ride. It was sickening for them because they see that you running game, that you faking the funk, that you acting, and it didn't work. Peace to you, Cuckoo Cutter, and peace to everybody. We out of here. Thank you, Universal Moore, and of course, Twin. Hey, Syrian. Syrian is in the house. And did I miss somebody? Let me go down here. Universal Moore. I said Universal Moore, didn't I? Yeah. Let me go down here before I get out of here. There's a lot of comments going back and forth. Okay. And oh, yeah, Twin, of course. But I want to say thank you to YouTube and Facebook for allowing me to use their platform, because the pro-black folks and all these black folks don't have nothing for you to be on, and they don't support black social media. Black Avenger TV. What's the other one? Black. I advertise them. You don't see these pro-black folks on black media talking all that. See, they hypocrites. Oh, Brother Mark is here. Yeah, forgot about Brother Mark. He was quiet in the chat room. And Brother Andre. Yeah, Brother Andre. And StreamYard is here. I'm out of here. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments. Hey, what's up, T-Bone? Jot down your comments. Let me know how you feel. I do listen to people. My mind is not blocked. I'm listening to people, and I'm evaluating, and things could change at a moment's notice. But you don't like what I'm talking about, then you need to stay away from me. Because I don't care about what you're talking about. I do not bother these people. Because it's delusional. It's filled with unnecessary hatred, self-righteousness, and morality. It's garbage. That's what it is. And I don't play in trash. You want to play in the dump? That's your business. I've been there, done that. Not interested. So, you don't bother me, I won't bother you. But don't tell me I can't talk about pro-blackness. Don't tell me I can't talk about religion or whatever, or spirituality or whatever. I'm not talking about you. You should be happy about that. You don't own these things. Lots of folks are talking against pro-black mess. Not because of me, because of your own behavior. You need to straighten up your own house. Brother Bakari said, I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to tell them guys, because you're scared of them. You don't want them to do right, because you're scared of them. That's why you won't tell them nothing. You want somebody to play with, somebody to socialize with. You run around the internet calling people coons and sambos and agents and spies and all this other nonsense, and you don't think people should fire back at you. Well, I'm sorry, that's not how things work. You don't have to like nobody to run around here calling folks names. I'm not going to be an African. You can be mad all you want to. I'm not going to be black and none of that other garbage. As far as I'm concerned, it's garbage. And I can prove that it's garbage. As far as I'm concerned. You can't tell me how I feel. I was out there doing that way before you was even born. You can't tell me how I should feel about things. That's good for you. That makes you happy. That stuff impress you. It don't impress me. It did when I was a child. When I had a childish mentality, I was still a teenager. I'm grown now. In fact, a lot of people used to tell me some things, but I wouldn't listen to them. Now I see what they're talking about. As you grow, as you mature. And I still stand for these who I call the descendants of slaves born in America, having dark skin, melanated skin, with African or Aboriginal or other ancestry that you joke about, that you don't like them. That's your business. I'm not you. I've been there, done that. And I understand exactly where I'm coming from. And those who come here know exactly where I'm coming from. We are creative here. You're not. You're a robot. You got to copy what somebody say. Copy and quote. You gotta do screen shares and copy stuff. That's all you are. Plagiarists. That's what you are. We don't do that here. We use our mind. We are creative and we have vision here. You're not gonna see me run around here screen sharing garbage and whatever. We use common sense, logic, and reason. And even one of the pro-black identity extremists said, what you need that for? See? So that tell you all right. What you need that for? Because you're nothing but believers. Belief does not require facts or evidence. Y'all just believers. You believe that you're the black man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth, and all that other stuff. And don't have a pot to piss in. Don't have nothing. Been doing this for generations now. And you don't see that it's a road to nowhere? It's a road to nowhere. You're not going to go nowhere. You're not going to do anything except run your mouth because you don't know how. You don't understand, like Neely Fuller Jr. said. You really don't understand racism, white supremacy. You really don't understand. You're just going through the motions like you was taught to do and repeat what you was taught, what you read in a book. That's all you can do. You have no original thinking of your own. It all comes from what somebody told you. Trying to be like Farrakhan, trying to be like Noble Jew Ali, trying to be like Malcolm, trying to be like somebody except your own self. And that's what you don't like about Angel Snub 7, because when you come here, this is me. This is me. I am influenced by Malcolm, Dr. King, even Minister Farrakhan. I'm influenced by many sources, but I'm me. I'm not trying to be Marcus Garvey. I'm not trying to be Malcolm or nobody. I'm me. Everybody that come here, I want them to be who they are. Be yourself. Accept your own, be yourself. And yourself is not no damn African. That's easily proven. You're not no African. Africa is a continent. Who are you talking about? But that's what you believe, then be it. I'm not interested in all of us who come here. We know better. We're not interested either. Been there, done that. Our understanding is above you. That's why we cannot get along. Our level of understanding is way above this pro-blackness stuff. It's a road to nowhere. And speaking of road, let me get out of here. Thank y'all again. Universal Moore, Syrian, Brother Mark, Twin, and Brother Gary, all those who listen and all those who will continue to listen after this live stream is over. I thank you, appreciate you. Now, don't be afraid. Those who listen to my voice, I want to say this and make this perfectly clear. Don't be scared to put Angel Snub 7 in check. You saw Brother Gary on the live stream, and he told you, we cool, but you know, if I feel something is out of whack or whatever, I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna bring it. You know, I got to tell you, bro. And that's the way I want you to be. Just because you might like Angel Snub 7, if Angel Snub 7 is wrong, don't let me hang myself. Sister Noel and Brother Gary told me really, brother, you need to apologize. I understand, you know, whatever. Just, you know, you just need to apologize. I listened to them, and I think I don't think I did the right thing by apologizing. Makes no difference how I look at things. If that's the way it's presented, okay, I can apologize. For the sister. To the sister, yes. I can do that. That's no problem at all. Because I don't want her to believe that I'm attacking her for some kind. Because that sister ain't done nothing to me. I never heard her say out of her mouth anything bad about me, to my knowledge. So why should I talk about her? There's no reason. So I can do that. Syrian said, what Syrian said, you lucky you have not crossed somebody like me, because I'll make you look like a fool and bring the right, I guess, the right information strictly. I doubt it, Syrian. You've been on here for a long time. Bring your information. You can do it in the chat room. You haven't been able to do it yet. So I don't know where you're getting that from. But if that will make you feel good, so be it. Oh, yeah. You know, everybody want to put Angel Snuffing Up 7 in chat, because Angel Snuffing Up 7, the way I present myself, I am a powerful voice. The articulation is strong. The information is strong. Everything about me is just so, yeah, I am the most powerful voice on YouTube. There's nothing that you can do about it. Syrian, you, and the 3 black identity streamers, put all y'all together. Y'all can't do nothing with me, because I've been where you are. I've been where they've been. I've been, there's nothing that you can teach me. There's nothing that you can say to me that I don't already know. You are lost. You are misguided. And you're on a road to nowhere and don't realize it. Your mind is lost. I've already been there. I'm trying to tell you that that's a road to nowhere. I'm trying to show you. No, the problem is I make you look like a fool. I make the 3 musketeers, I make them look like a fool. And they feel it. And the reason why you feel foolish is because you know what I'm telling you is the truth. You want to play games and go all ring around the roses? There was a troll, and I took the time. This troll wanted to bring me down so bad. This troll, I went back and forth with this troll for hours and hours and hours until the troll couldn't do it no more, and I destroyed the argument because he didn't have nowhere else to go. And if I ever get the time, Syrian, we can do it in the chat room. I will break you down. We can go hours and hours and hours until you just give up because you have nowhere to go. Your belief system and how you think has error and flaw. The belief system that these Pan-Africans and pro-black, black first has error and flaw. And you will run. And you will play ring around the roses and all like that. But if I have the time, I will break you down. You can't run nowhere. And you're going to have to agree. Well, you're not going to say it out your mouth, but you have no choice. You're going to have to submit to the most powerful voice on YouTube. That's Angel Snuffing Up 7. I'm out of here. Thank you for listening. Peace and respect, y'all. And enjoy your day.